In 2024, I was a student that was on top of my game. I had literally secured 80K in scholarships in 6 months. The year prior, I was a student that traveled across the country, competing in different competitions, networking with different employers, and just really building my own brand and my own experience in the job market. And yet, when the time came for me to graduate, I was unemployed. And it was a really tough period of my life. And that's why I know exactly what you're going through. I'm sure you're sitting here watching me and you're someone that also feels like they were on top of their game. They're really smart. You have a lot of skills, you have a good character, and yet you're being overlooked by employers after graduation, and you're probably wondering, why is this happening to me? I was a student that literally was committed to making sure my grades are good, making sure my GPA was good, making sure I did all the right things, working 2 different jobs to pay for my tuition. And yet it didn't work out for you. And so in this video, I want to be able to kind of walk you guys through what's going on, why it's happening, what you can do to actually get out of unemployment. And listen, I understand that you've probably applied to hundreds of jobs. You keep getting rejection emails, keep getting scam texts and all types of things. I understand because I was there as well. But I'm trying to tell you that there is a way out. I've helped lots of people get out of unemployment. I've done it for myself, I've done it for other people, and I can help you as well. And so the key theme for why you've been struggling so much in this job market is because no one knows who you are. And so I want to dive into this deeper. I don't want to just give you a surface level answer. So let's reverse. Let's go back to why you might be in this situation to begin with. So I've talked to a lot of job seekers, and typically they fall in a couple buckets. There is the student that, gets good grades in school, 4.0, 3.8 GPA, always showing up on time to class, always doing their work on time, and goes home and goes straight to work. Or you could also be a person that was employed and you were either laid off, fired, quit, took a leave of absence, and now you're reintroducing yourself in the job market. You say, hey, I've had 5 to 10 years of experience, and I should be getting these jobs, and yet you're being ghosted and rejected. And I'm sure you've heard the generic solutions. Oh, use AI to rewrite your resume, or you're just not applying to enough jobs, or you're not trying hard enough. What I want to say is this, right? Yes, your resume is important. Having a LinkedIn is important. Having experience, having a good GPA is important. Having experience is important. Yes, all of those are valid, but that is not the main reason why you're unemployed today. And it's literally because you just don't know enough people. And to illustrate this, I want to bring up a couple examples. The first example is going to be of client one. So client one was someone that went to my university. She was someone that had an internship, and she was really focused on school. She literally went to school. She would focus on her classwork and things like that. And then she would go home and immediately work because she wanted to pay off her debt. And that's fine, but the issue is that she had no relationships on campus. She didn't know anyone. And when the time came, it was really her last semester, so it was the fall of 2025. And she was going into that semester basically facing unemployment. She was going to graduate in December. So when I actually met her and started working with her, the first thing I wanted her to do is quite literally go to events, go outside, start meeting people. And it was a miraculous story because in the span of 2 months, she built so many relationships with the people within Wells Fargo. Guess what happened? She got a job offer from them, and she also got another offer from another company that she kept interacting with. It was incredible to see. She literally had no relationships whatsoever, and it only took her 2 to 3 months to literally build those relationships, build authentic relationships, and actually be able to get employed because of that. Now, client 2, on the other hand, was in a different position. Client 2 worked at Uber, and she was actually laid off. And so for, I think it was about 6 months, she was quite literally unemployed. and she had another type of gig job that could help her pay her bills. But she was unemployed, and so what she ended up doing is we started working together, and she literally reached out to one of her friends that worked at State Farms, skipped the entire application process, got an interview with some lady that was her friend's manager, and she literally got a job because of that. And so, why do I tell you these examples? It's because you have to realize that in this job market in 2026, you have to build relationships. It's necessary. It's not an option anymore. It's not a negotiable thing anymore. The best way you're going to actually get employed is building relationships. And the reason this matters so much is because if you really look at the world and the way the world works, the world has always worked based off of relationships. There are people that get jobs because they know other people. That is a common thing that everyone knows. And so, why are you not using that to your advantage in the job market? Now, I'll be honest with you, right? When it comes to networking and really meeting more people and building authentic relationships, it's just not as simple as just, hi, my name is Quincy and I want to go into finance. No, 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 no. What it's really, really critical is that you actually build those relationships and you know specifically what to say, right? Because you cannot just come in asking someone or telling someone something that you want without them actually understanding your actual value to begin with. Okay, so now I want to circle back, right, to my personal story. When I graduated unemployed, I had a slightly different reason why I was personally unemployed. I graduated unemployed because I was a bit naive. I didn't want to have a bunch of options. I had one place in mind, and it was an internship I was doing at the time. I thought they would offer me a job. They did not. And I leveraged that internship into helping me get a job offer. What I did is I asked, hey, I know that you can't give me a job, but do you mind connecting with individuals that might be interested? And I ended up getting connected with my current manager, who offered me an interview a month later, and I blew it out the water, and I was able to secure a full-time role at where I currently work now. So here's the key part that I really want you to understand, honestly. I want you to understand that when you are connecting with individuals, building these relationships, the reason it's important to do it like this is because they get to know who you are, right? Instead of just seeing you as a resume, they see you as a person. And people want to help people. People don't want to help a random resume or a random LinkedIn message that comes in their inbox asking them for a job, because it's transactional. If I came to your house and my only reasoning to coming to your house was because I wanted to, who knows, clean your gutters, it's kind of like, no, I'm not interested. And that was it. If I come to your house and I'm like, hey, I have a business where I do this, this, and this, and I'm your neighbor, and I just like to get to know you. And then as we build a relationship, I mention that I have these gutter, cleaning services. And then you say, you know what, I might need that. It's a different level of connection. You're not making it transactional, you're making it relationship based. And the problem that you're having is that you don't have enough relationships in high leverage areas. That is the problem. I mean, how many CEOs do you know, or VPs, or directors, or anyone that's high up in a company? How many people can you text right now if you needed a job urgently? And I can tell you that for someone like me, right, when I graduated unemployed, the good thing that I did while I was in college was I built a ton of relationships, which is why it literally only took me 60 days to secure a full-time job. It's because I leveraged the relationships that I had in my personal network. And I'm not going to say this is easy. This is like something that you can do in the next 60 days. It might take longer. It might take shorter. I'm not sure. I just know that if you spend your time building authentic relationships with people that matter, I'm not saying recruiters, I'm not saying low-level coworkers, I'm saying with people that matter. If you spend your time connecting with individuals that matter, you will eventually get employed. And all it takes is one job. All it takes is one important opportunity. and that's it, and then you have a job. Now, if you want to get more in depth with your career strategy and understanding how to connect with individuals, I do one-on-one coaching. You can actually book a call in my bio. You can just click in there, schedule a call with me. I'd be happy to help. But before I end this video, and if like literally I'm telling you, I've talked to so many job seekers. It's just such a pattern at this point. If you just do nothing else but connect with as many individuals as you can, whether they're people that you already know or they're people that you don't. If you just connect with people and you build authentic relationships, you will get the entire world. You won't just get a job. You can get anything that you might need. I mean, even in the 1950s, for example, the number one people got married is because they were introduced by their spouse from friends and family. Like, this is a real thing. Like, I mean, honestly, like, connection is key. And if you're not connected, then you are not going to get what you want in life. So I hope you enjoy. I hope this helped you. And I really want you to be successful. I want you to win. So make sure that, like I said, you can book a call with me. You can just watch my other content and videos on this stuff, because I'm telling you right now, this is the key that's going to help you get employed. Hope you enjoy. Make sure you stay in scope.